Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello and welcome to this video. I hope everyone's doing well, hope everyone's having fun, and I hope the universe is treating you fairly. This is my update, plans, what's going on, non-content, content video for this month. Yeah, it's got some stuff going on. Comic that I plan on doing a video on is called Harley Quinn Black plus White plus Red, which is a compilation of different Harley Quinn stories which are non-linear. I believe they exist outside the current canon of the DC universe, the continuity of what's going on in the DC universe right now. Been tempted to pick up some of the absolute, like the Absolute Batman or Absolute Wonder Woman or Absolute Superman. I'm gonna wait to see how that pans out, because the Earth One, when those came out, I jumped on them, just boom, and they fizzled out. So I'm going to see what they do with the ultimate storyline, how well that pans out. It looks like it's been better received by the fandom than the than the Earth One books were. So. Still reading Alan Moore's Providence compendium, and yeah, that might be 2 videos. I don't know. This is a really bizarre comic. Alan Moore, from the interviews with Alan Moore that have been uploaded to YouTube, and some of the stuff on the different comic threads on Reddit. Basically, Alan Moore wrote Providence and Neonomicon because, well, he hadn't been paying taxes, and the English government kind of wanted their money. So he struck a deal, and he did some insane research on places, local myths, local legends. Went real deep into H.P. Lovecraft. Went real deep into New England, the New England Northeast, New York, Massachusetts, Boston, Rhode Island, all that. Just did some insanely deep research. He also did research on the language that was used, what was commonplace, idioms and stuff like that. And he uses it, if you pay attention, that the people that are protagonist encounters, whether or not they're hostile or they're going to be decent or if they're going to be good or whatever, by the language they use, the words they use. And it's really interesting how the more evil forces in the book tend to use the more derogatory terms for, say, black people or Irish people or stuff like that. And it's an insane amount of research, and it was, and not being printed by a mainline comic, i.e. DC Comics or Marvel Comics, being printed by Avatar, which is an independent comic printer. They've printed some of Ellis Wyatt's stuff. They've printed a whole ton of Alan Moore stuff. And they will let the author and the artist do pretty much what they want to do, as long as they can, as long as nobody at Avatar Publishing is going to go to prison. It is pretty much open-ended. It is. They let them do, which some of the stuff printed by Avatar is borderline pornographic. Some of it is borderline just blood and guts. And a vast majority of it has a good balance. They show the things that DC and Marvel and pretty much the American Puritan regressive culture does not like this. The people in power don't like to see. They don't like the common folk to know certain things. Therefore, there are certain things that have been put into place to keep the common folk uneducated. The problem, like I said, with something like Avatar is, yes, they're all about some free speech. And you got to be careful of what you get through that publisher, because they are free speech purists. And it can be extreme left, extreme right, moderate left, anywhere between extreme left and extreme right, they'll publish. So they believe, like I said, they are free speech purists, and they believe that free speech is only free speech if the people you disagree with are allowed to voice their opinion, which makes sense, which is a good thing. So if an author has a problem with the Queen of England or the King of England, now I guess they can they'll put it out there. Or if they have a problem with a senator or congressman or somebody from the House of Lords, they put it out there. And if somebody has a problem with this group or that group, it gets printed. And it is up to the buyer to do their due diligence to go, oh, okay, this author is known for doing, X, Y, and Z, and I don't care for X, Y, and Z. So I've got to go do the research on this other author who may or may not do what you like. It returns the power to the people, is what they do. You, me, anybody that is looking to buy something printed by Avatar, the power is yours. You have to take responsibility. You can't just go, oh, I like that title, buy it and find out you don't like it and blame them. No, you can't do that. That is, from what I understand, that is totally an American thing. But if you do your due diligence, you go, okay, I enjoy the writing of Alan Moore. He does some strange stuff, and we just have to deal with it. Or if I don't like the stuff that Ellis Wyatt's putting out. He's putting out near pornographic stuff, therefore I'm not going to buy this because I don't care. I care for weird, strange, but not pornographic. Or I like superheroes, or I like, anti-hero, or whatever. The power and the responsibility is on you, the buyer. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I've been looking at different print authors by Avatar just because I, for one, believe that we should take responsibility. If we want the freedom to read or do what we want to do, we should take the responsibility to find what we like and disregard what we don't like. Freedom comes with a responsibility. If you're unwilling to take the responsibility, you do not deserve the freedom. So that's my little rant there. I plan on doing some hiking videos. I did one. I can't remember when I set it to go live. It's either already gone live or it's getting ready to go live. One of the two. It's on the Lone Star Hiking Trail, Trailhead 7. I was having trouble with the camera, or not the camera, the card. Some of my micro SD cards are old. I got them when I got my first action cameras, which I don't like that term. And so the newer camera I got, the Brave 4, writes faster than what the card can record. So the video, if it's already out, and you've watched it, you've noticed there's some jumps that are just really weird. It's because of that it gets backed up, it dumps a bunch of information, it just picks up and goes. Then it backs up and dumps, backs up and dumps. Hopefully I can get some newer micro SD cards that have a faster write speed, so I don't get that on the longer videos. So it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. Like I said, I do plan on doing some more hiking videos, and they're going to be like a once a month type thing, because I personally consider it rude for somebody to be constantly talking while hiking. That's just a personal thing with me. And to make a video worth watching, I have to talk. So that's, it's, you got to balance. So what I may do is do a little bit of talking. Good thing about YouTube, there's people that will post copyright-free music that you're allowed to use. So the only requirement they have is you post a link to their copyright-free music in your description. So I may do the next with the music and talking. So yeah, there's that. We're getting into fall. School's getting ready to start back up. So the videos, I like having this buffer of videos where if I decide I want to take a week off and not make any videos, I can. So I will probably keep doing videos in advance of when they actually air. well, like in this video. These videos I think are boring because I'm just talking and I'm not really putting any kind of worthwhile content out there. I'm just kind of taking a break from doing meaningful content. I don't know if that's a correct term or not, but from doing content that doing, like, say, the Dune videos or a comic book video or a song video or whatever. Just these are kind of a break for me, just to catch my breath, give me a little bit of buffer room to work on something that may or may not involve YouTube. I mean, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other. Right now, I'm working on, I found some tractor seats. The erosion in the creek on my place uncovered these tractor seats. I have pictures. I took pictures of them. I might do pictures, or I might just take pictures of the finished product. And I'm basically restoring them. One I'm going to keep like as a little stool. One I'm going to kind of make like a bar stool out of. So yeah, I got that going on. But yeah, and to take a rest from YouTube, but still have meaningful, or not necessarily meaning. I keep using that word. I know I'm using it incorrectly. But having content that comes out regularly that you can go, oh, okay, he may be taking a break here, may be taking a break there, but he respects us as his viewers and his subscribers to make sure we have a regular Tuesday content with sometime during the month a bonus video. And I feel that obligation. I feel that it would be disrespectful for me just to go, screw it, I'm not going to do videos for 2 weeks or whatever, because I don't want to. Now, things like tragedy, burnout, stuff like that, yeah, you, my viewers, my subscribers, and all this are intelligent people. You're very intelligent people. No, okay, for some reason we didn't get any videos. Then when I post a video going, this happened, like back in December last year, January this year, I had the burnout, my sister-in-law passed, and all that good stuff. But I learned, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that if something happens, that I have a buffer where I can decompress, or I can step back if I need to, and you guys still get content. You guys still get something to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. Oh yeah, the video playing next to me was me mowing the other day. I got bored and I mounted the camera on my chest piece. Next time I do a video like that, I'm going to dig out the headband so you get less of the steering wheel. Because stuff like that I think is cool just to throw in there. It's lackadaisy and just different. You don't see people, doing videos and having something like them doing something mundane like mowing or, so, or driving into town. I think I did one back, I think in July, maybe June, July, of where I'm doing this type of video and I'm driving into town. So yeah. So remember, be a good human, be good to other humans. Peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?